Welcome. In this video, we will discuss about the India's first fully automated metro. So very recently, PM inaugurated the first fully automated metro, which means it's going to be driverless, it's going to run on its own. So this is going to be the first of its kind which is launched in India. Now, after launching this one of a kind metro, India come in a league of a nation where such kind of facility is available. So you must have known about Japan, we have a few trains in US, and then we have few in near France. So India become one of the elite nation which has the capability to launch the first fully automated metro. So in this video we will discuss about what is this all about, and we will also discuss about the metro system in India. So let's start. So recently, Prime Minister has inaugurated the country's first fully automated metro, and where it is started in Delhi. So the people who have been familiar with the Delhi metro, they must have been familiar about the Magenta line. So the Magenta line is the one which has got the India's first fully automated metro rail services. With this achievement, DMRC has entered the elite leg of 7% of the world's metro network where such a facility is available. So DMRC is Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. So this become one of the organization which is still able to provide the fully automated driverless metro system in the world. The driverless train will be fully automated, eliminating the possibility of human error. Now, this is one of the very important reason why we need fully automated metro. Like driver could work as well, right? But there is a problem of human error. For an example, like through anxiety, maybe sleepy, some kind of breaks could be put. So human error is one of the things which leads to a lot of accidents. And by going through the fully automated route, we are eliminating the possibility of a human error. So this becomes an important point, and in fact, this is the driving and motivating force for having the fully automated vehicles and even the metros. In 2014, now this is a trivia information you should know, that only 5 cities had metro rail. So, like almost 6 years back, it was only 5 years, but as of today, we have it in 18 cities. So, you can see the metro network in the entire country is increasing. So, this is something you should remember. Another thing which has done by the Prime Minister during the inauguration of this fully automated driverless metro is that he also extended the National Common Mobility Card to the Airport Express. So, which is the orange line. So, the people who are traveling in metro must be aware that there is an Airport Express also, orange line, which directly connect to the airport in Delhi. So that also got extended, the National Common Mobility Card, which is like a card in which you can like travel across medium. So like if you want to travel in bus, you can again have to carry only the National Common Mobility Card, and you will be able to travel. You must have seen it in the movies and TV series if you are following that at time people get into the bus and there is a kind of a system where they just have to punch the card and it goes on. NCMC actually provides the similar kind of facility in India. It will be operable on buses, on metro rail, on normal your local trains. So it will be one kind of a card which could be done. Apart from that, it is going to be a RuPay debit card. So not only you will be able to do the payment, but you will also be able to withdraw money. So this is going to be few of the advantages of the National Common Mobility Card. Now this is your cue. Go back and read more about this feature. What is this all about? One nation, one pass. What is this all about? And try to understand under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and Road and Transport how all these things are coming into picture. So this is important. Try to understand that. Now coming back to the topic of the automated metro, let's just quickly see what is the significance of this move. Like now we have an automated metro system running in our country. What could it actually mean? So first of all, let's understand how it works. So it uses a braking system in which 50% of the energy goes back into the grid when the brakes are applied, which will save a considerable amount of energy thinking it as an energy efficient system. So now this becomes important that first of all this automated driverless metro is going to become the energy efficient. So first benefit of going towards it is that it's going to be more energy efficient. Then it will boost Make in India. So a lot of component which has gone into the construction of metro coaches are manufactured in India. So this is going to give a boost to the Make in India concept, and also along the line of what we are referring as Atmanirbhar Bharat. So this is going to be in line with our aspiration of what kind of new India we want. Then 130 megawatt of solar power is currently being used in the operations of metro rail, which the government intend to increase to 600 MB. So it will also give impetus to the solar power energy, which in turn is a kind of a commitment even under the intended national determined contribution under the Paris Agreement. So India says that it is going to produce more energy using the renewable sources under the Paris Agreement pledges. And going for this, like when we are utilizing the power like in charge from the solar in the running of metro, this again going to give a impetus to the renewable energy also. Then the regional rapid transit system and metro light model will reduce the distance between the major cities and within them. Now, if you must have known, like for an example, let's take an example of Delhi since we are talking about DMRC. Generally, if you go by road, it takes a lot of time for you to reach from, for an example, from Rajiv Chowk to the Terminal 3 airport. But if you are really taking the metro, it actually cuts short the time. The airport express, it's like from 20 minutes from Thalakwan to airport you will be able to reach, which is not possible on road. So this system, the whole system, not only the metro rail but metro light, the regional rapid transit system, all this integrated will help in reducing the traveling time, which has become an overhead for the people who are working in the metro cities, because they have to like spend a lot of time while commuting itself. So this again become a very important point going forward. So I hope you have understood all the factors. India got the first fully automated metro services, and then what are its significance, why it was made, and on which line. So these are few details you could understand on how India is trying to change its urban landscape and how it is trying to work on its infrastructural aspect. So this subject or this particular topic is important from your GS paper 3 economic infrastructure and growth part. So I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to drop a comment.